Welcome back to our channel Excel Genius Lab. In my previous video I talked about how to fill blank cells using a goto function. In today's video we are going to do same thing using a VBA macro. We will going to fill a same value in below cells and we are going to use through a programming language. We can automate these processes using a VBA, Excel VBA. So let's rewind the previous video what we teach. So we are going to use goto function, goto special function to fill these value. First you have to select the range where you want to fill the value. After selecting the range you need to go to home tab. In home tab you find the option, the last option, find and select. After clicking this option you can find number of functions available in this option. You can select the goto special function. After clicking that function you can see one pop-up is open. In there lot of functions are there. In that function you have to select a blank. After selecting a blank you simply click OK. Now you can see the changes. The blank cells is automatically highlighted. After that what you have to do is you need to press equal sign and select the above cell, that is cell A2 which you want to fill in below. After selecting here we simply not click the enter button. If you are click the enter button, the value you want to fill in all the blank cells, it will not be filled. If you are click simple enter button, it clicks only one, that you can see on the screen. See, only single value is filled. So if you want to fill all the cells, then you need to simple press the equal sign, select the above cell which is A3 and you need to click Ctrl plus enter. After clicking Ctrl plus enter you can see whole blank cells will be filled automatically. So you can fill n number of blank cells using these function. Okay, the same thing we are going to do using a Excel VBA programming. Doing the same thing, first we need a VBA editor which you can write the code to execute and run the same function. Okay, I am going to teach you how to write the code. If you are not familiar with the VBA, don't worry, I am going to teach you one by one, line by line code, that you will find the way easy to execute the same thing. So first of all we need to open a VBA editor. There is a two option where you can open the VBA editor. First one is you have to go to developer tab and you can find first option which is Visual Basic. After clicking on Visual Basic you can see one pop-up is open which is VBA editor where we have to write the code. Now the second option is use the keyboard to open the VBA editor. Now we are going to open through the keyboard with Alt plus F11. You can see after clicking Alt plus F11, the same VBA editor is open. So you can use both the option to open the VBA editor. Now we need to insert a module where you can write your code. You need to go to insert option and click on module. Now we are going to write a code. First we need to define a subroutine. After declaring the subroutine, like I am going to write the subroutine like sub sub fill blank, then bracket. Then after that we need to declare a object, the range object, which is also called as variable. We are going to declare a variable range object. So dim work rng as range is a object and work rng is a variable. After that, title name for the user defined input. So title xtitle id is equal to fill blank cell. Fill blank cell is a name of the input box. Then now we will going to select the application selection. Now set work range equal application dot selection. This line represent the selection of the range. The next step is we are going to initialize the input box where we can select the range. Set work range equal application dot input box bracket double quote range double quote, then comma. Now we are going to assign the title name for the input box. Range is the name of the text box. Now comma, we can add the address work range dot address, which I'm going to highlight, comma type colon equal 8. Type colon equal 8 specifies that the input box should expect a range of selection. Next step is work range dot the function we are going to use to fill the blank cell is special cells bracket. Now we are going to assign the function called blank excel cell type blanks. Now we are going to select the value you want to fill in below or above. Now we are going to assign the cell position dot formula r1 c1 equal double quote equal r bracket -1 bracket c, which means we are going to assign first row, first column, first row, the above row and first column. This line is where the magic happen. It selects all the blank cell within the specified range and sets their formula to equal r1 minus r1 c. This formula tells each blank cells to take the value from the cell directly above. Now the next line we are going to write is work range dot value is equal work range dot value. This line convert all the formulas in the range back to their values. It ensures that the cell now contain the static value instead of formula. Now and sub. Now this VBA macro allows you to easily fill blank cells with the value from the cell above, making your data more consistent and easier to work with. Now let's execute the code. We'll check the code is working fine or not. Let's see any bugs are there or not. Now to execute line by line code, we have to press F8, function F8 to execute the code line by line. So press F8. You can see yellow highlighted rows which specifies that your code is executing line by line. Now press again F8. Again the input box will open where you are going to provide the range. Just select the range where you want to fill the data. After selecting the range, you just click OK. Now you can see the range is correctly placed. Now press F8 again. Now again you can see all the blanks are now filled. The code is executed perfectly. So after that, what you can do is you can simply create a one button and assign these code to that button. So you need not to go to a VBA editor again and again to run this code. So let we create a button here to execute the program. Go to insert tab. You can choose a option shape. In that option you have a multiple options available. You can choose any one of them. Just click and drag where you want to place it. You can see the shape is inserted. Now adjust according to your size. Now see there is a no hyperlink showing in that button or in that shape. After assigning the code, you will see the hyperlink will be activated. So let's assign code in that button. You simply right click on the shape and you will find the option assign macro. Just click on it and select fill blank. Here you have written your code. Just select and press OK. After pressing OK, you can see the button is activated. The shape is activated. Now your code is assigned to this button. Now you can click. See, after clicking, the same input box is open. In that you can select the range and press OK. See, you need not to go to VBA editor after assigning the macro in that shape. Now your code is working fine and it's work perfectly. Just like and share. Thank you for watching.